Good morning, Facebook. How are you? It's a little chilly here. It's 45 degrees here in Green River. Got my Green River Wolves dance hoodie on, supporting the girls tonight. Anyway, so let's talk. Let's get real here. Okay, this is gonna be a little different, and whew, I got butterflies. So, all right, let's be real. I'm gonna tell you something about me. A lot of people have been surprised to find out that I don't make friends very easily. You know, you put yourself out there, you do these lives, and people think, wow, you know, I get messages all the time. You're so great. You're such a natural at it. You guys have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. You would be surprised, especially depending on the subject, how personal it is. Sometimes I get butterflies in my stomach. Sometimes I almost feel like I'm going to get sick. I am finding out that the more personal, you know, the more my stomach hurts, the more I'm like, okay, maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe people don't really want to, you know, just hear from me. I'm having issues feeling like I must always be given value. So you might be surprised to find out. Good morning, Tanya. I have hired, I think I've told you guys this on a couple lives, but I've hired a coach to kind of help me through some of this stuff, and you know, just kind of get past some of my own limiting beliefs. You know, we don't talk about it a lot. I mean, to be completely honest, you know, we just think everybody's got it together, and you don't know. We have talked about this, you know, what happens behind the curtains. You know, you don't want to just put on this front. I mean, honestly, I have people tell me, wow, you know, you do great. I love watching your lives and all that. And I'm telling you, like the one when I talked about it being my dad's birthday, you have no idea how hard that was to get on here and talk. But the reason I do is because of all the incredible messages that I got after the fact of people who are feeling the exact same way, but you don't feel like you can be heard, or, you know, you should show that part of yourself. Anyway, so a little different, but one of the things that I am working on, and I'm working on so many things, but one of the things that I just recently did with my coach was finding out what my strengths are. There's a really interesting, you can do it online, there's books, but it's called Strength Finder. And I'm finding out there's 34 different strengths that, you know, everybody has, and everybody has different strengths. And, you know, so many of these that when I purchased mine, I just wanted like the top of the iceberg, I guess, the tip of the iceberg. So I just paid to get the top 5 strengths that I have. And I'm going to go over them with you, not all today. We'll just go over one, and kind of show you you know, 5 of what some of the 34 strengths could be, and then you can kind of feel, you know, oh yeah, you know, I have that strength. And it's kind of figuring out, you know, what your strengths are, so that you know what you're good at, and how, you know, especially in my industry or something, like how to help people. And as I read through them, I was like, yeah, that's me. Yeah, of course. Oh, that's why I do that. Or, you know, so anyway, it's a real informational, but it's a real insight into yourself and how you can use those strengths to help other people. So here's my top 5, and I do have to look down because I don't have them memorized. I have number 1 memorized because I've been working on that one. So number 1, I'm a relator. Number 2, focus. And you guys drop down in the comments if any of these surprise you about me, because the people that I personally know, I don't think any of these are going to surprise you. Number 3, consistency. Number 4, restorative. And number 5, futuristic. So today we're just going to talk about number 1, about a relator. So this was no surprise to me at all, and it completely explained why I'm good at certain things and why I'm not good at other things. So a relator makes me an incredible leader. As far as sorry, my paper's blowing around and I don't, it's cold. I'm like shaking. I'm sorry if the camera's the video's shaking. I am shaking. It's cold. It's 45 and windy. So yeah, I probably should have done this inside. But anyway, so one of the things about the relator that makes me a good leader, but maybe not good in the medical field. Okay, so you guys have heard me talk about, I originally went to school to be a nurse, and I wasn't cut out for it. God bless the nurses. I got too attached. I got too, oh, things are falling out of the tree. I actually had professors tell me that I shouldn't get so attached, and that, you know, this is not, you know, Sally having a spinal tap. this is a spinal tap and don't pay attention to Sally. Well, I did. And I fainted, you guys. You want to hear one of my biggest fails? And I mean fail. I fainted twice in a procedure during nursing school. All right, I had to get taken out of the room, talked to by my professor. What's going on? Why on earth did you faint? I was watching, I cannot remember the lady's name. I'm just going to throw Sally out there because I just saw Sally pop on. I was watching Sally's pain. I was watching the procedure. They were putting a spinal tap in her back and she was sitting there. I will never, ever, ever forget it, ever. And I literally felt her pain physically. And I fainted. And then they brought me back in the room and talked to me and said, you got to watch the procedure. You know, quit looking at Sally. It's not Sally having a spinal tap. It's a spinal tap. And I fainted again. Slinked right. That time I was standing against the wall, just in case. Slinked right down the wall. You know, and a lot of things made me start thinking about, wow, am I, you know, I had kind of gotten talked into going into nursing school, and I knew that. I knew that it wasn't, I wanted to help people. We've talked about that, but I didn't know exactly how. And I had a high school teacher tell me that that's how it was. I didn't want to be an accountant. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do that. What I wanted to be was a nurse, and nurses were always needed, and they are. And I met some of the most incredible people in nursing school, and God bless them all, because I got too attached. I did clinicals in a nursing home, and I got too attached to those people. I had the worst time. So being a relator, you know, maybe is good for some people in that field, but it wasn't good for me. But what makes me a good leader, by a relator being my top one, is that, you know, I can give people my honest perspective. I just highlighted a few things that really stood out to me. I can work well with people when they tell me what they want to accomplish in life. So that's what makes me like a good coach to my team members. I want to know exactly what you're looking for. What do you want to get out of this? Do you want to help people? Are you money driven? Do you just need a little money? Do you need a lot of money? You know, so I want to know right where you're at, and I want to take you to the next level based on you and where you're at. This was another one. You really appreciate people who have a gift for beginning discussions or making small talk. That's what I'm talking about having a hard time making friends. Once we're friends, this is why people who are my friend have a hard time believing this. Once you're my friend, I'll talk your ear off, and I'll probably drive you crazy, because I love. This was right at the top of the thing. The relator enjoy close relationship with others. I have a few very, very close friends, and they know like everything about me. They find deep satisfaction in working hard with friends to achieve a goal. You guys know I'm all goal driven. And if you have a goal and you tell me about it, whether it be to lose 5 pounds, just, you know, get more positivity in your life, no matter what it is, I will do my dang best to give you all the knowledge that I have found over reading books or whatever I've done or personal experiences, because I want you to attain your goal. That again is a great leader. Ooh, sorry, I'm really cold and it's popping around. That's another characteristic of a great leader or a great coach. A few more, let's see. You wanna discover each individual's training after you become well acquainted with someone. Exactly. I want to get to know you and where you're at. Like, so Tanya, I want to know exactly where you're at in this. Where are you right now? Where do you want to go? This has nothing to do with where I'm at, what my goals are. It's where are you and what do you want to achieve? They make great tips to offer during coaching sessions. I mean, it brings up right there about coaching. Many of them realize you tailor, you tailor your words of wisdom to their unique needs, strengths, limitations, goals, or personalities. It just keeps talking about it over and over and over. I knew that, you know, I was good at this, but I didn't know why, or I didn't know it was an actual strength. I didn't know, you just know who you are. And obviously, as I read through these my top 5, that's who I am. So I'm just kind of trying to figure out how I take my strengths to help other people figure out their strengths and achieve whatever their goal is. Like I said, I don't care if it's in my business, if you're my friend, if it has to do with, you know, losing weight, or it has to do with, like I said, being a more positive person, being a better parent, whatever it is. Like, obviously my goal is to help you reach your goal. Let's see, I'm trying to think what else I had written down. Good morning, Amanda. So anyway, so I'm just, you know, I'm just me. I'm just out here. I'm learning. I'm trying to better myself. This is all stuff I wish I had had time to do, you know, previously. I've talked to a lot of you guys. Now I'm an empty nester and I'm kind of stir crazy and trying to figure out, you know, what to do with my time and who am I? And I think the biggest question that I've shared with a lot of you when we get to this point in our life is, who am I? And what can I offer the world? What, you know, what is my new, not job, I don't want to say job, but, you know, I spent the last, 21 years raising children and making that my absolute, you know, top priority. I guess we'll say priority, you know, because I've always worked, I've always had multiple jobs, but those girls were my top priority, and of course they still are, but they're not home. They're not, you know, they're not there every day for me to pour into them. And so me being a relator, one of the things I need to do is feel like, you know, I'm not just giving value. That's not, because at the end of this I was going to say, if you are getting value, put the word value in there and feel free to share it if you think you know someone who needs to hear any of this. But you know, I need to know where I'm at in my life and who am I. And like I said, I've got a lot of friends. We're all kind of in that, you know, we all had the kids the same time, or we've become friends through the children, and we're kind of trying to figure out where we are and who we are. And so through all this, like I said, I've hired a coach. I'm trying to better myself. I want to help all my friends in any way possible. Like I said, if it's, you know, through the company, through weight loss, through helping you earn extra money, helping you, you know, just figure out who you are and what makes your, you know, soul on fire. That's what I'm there for. And obviously now I know that it's just one of my strengths, that I want to help you reach your goals. So anyway, I hope you found value. If you did, please put that down in the comments. Feel free to share it out. Let me know if you kind of like, you know, this new live. I've got 4 more strengths to tell you about. So I hope, you know, if you don't like it, I guess don't come back. But, you know, we'll make it a little fun little, I don't want to say, I guess, series. We'll make it a fun little series until I get through at least my top 5. And let me know if you feel like you're a relator. Did any of these, you know, sound like something like you know, you have a strength with? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it, but I am definitely learning. And like I said, just trying to figure out who I am and how I can better myself. And oh, Shelly, I love you so much. You are an incredible person inside and out. Shelly is just one of the kindest souls you'll ever be fortunate enough to meet out there. Amanda is my coach. Amanda is a relator too, and that's what makes Amanda an amazing coach. I'm learning so much from you, and I just can't even tell you how grateful I am to you for your friendship and for your coaching. So anyway, I hope you all have a fabulous Friday. I am going in because my nose is running and I'm freezing. So, and let me know, I always want to know what the temperature's like. Any of you locals, it's 45 and it's windy. So you don't have to tell me. All right, love you, Amanda. You guys have a great weekend.